Okay, try to repeat after me.
Repeat after me.
You are now listening to the
Section,
Backpack
go.
Podcast.
Yeah. It was Big Jinx on the fucking B-word. A lot of niggas was waiting for this one. Check it. Running through bitch and I'm ball like I'm Steve-O. Run a bag up since the jig is a me-ho. Mommy right there, ooh, que bonito. Poppy so smooth, yeah, the nigga suavecito. Stack the money up, I'm moving like I'm Pablo.
Welcome back to the Backpack Podcast, where we unpack our bags so you can pack yours up, I guess. Essentially, if you missed the first episode, you don't know what that means. It means, throughout this podcast, different episodes, we talk about a bunch of different stuff, and if you can take anything away from that and put it in your bag to take on your journey of life and use, then we did our job.
Exactly. That's what I like to hear, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's up, Samba? How you doing, bro?
Not bad, bro. It's been a long week, man. I'm excited to do the podcast.
Yeah.
It's like a good therapy thing for me.
Yeah, it is very therapeutic. I have to expose us real quick.
Sure, go ahead.
This is like our third try getting this started. Not like that we did the episode like 3 different times.
No.
But we tried to start it and this stupid arm kept falling over.
Yeah.
So we had to like restart. And then we tried it again, and the music wasn't playing, the volume wasn't up, so we had to start again, and now this is the third take.
Yeah, we got a lot of technical difficulties going on, man. But nah, man, it's third time's a charm.
Yeah, that's what they say.
So for our second episode, I know you said you wanted to talk about something specific.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. So
Go ahead.
I was editing the YouTube video of the first episode, which you saw, and I felt like I was doing pretty good. I showed it to my girlfriend to see what she thought. And she was like, because she was like, oh, well, let me help you out with this. Like, she was helping me out.
Yeah.
Turns out I'm not, like, technologically as good as I thought I was. You know what I mean?
Okay.
She was running circles around me. Just like, dude, just like doing different things. I was like, what does that even mean? I didn't know that. She's like, what, you don't know? And I was like, dude, I didn't know. Like, for like, as far as centering, like the like, comment, subscribe, I would just like space to get it. And she clicked one button and it centered itself. And I was like, oh.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do you think she'll want to be our editor?
Maybe. We probably, I don't know. Yeah,
all
maybe.
Right. Well, we can talk about that.
If not, she can always just help me.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
But even with like the opening image, like,
yeah,
she took away. So like originally it was like the white, just the logo, but with the white in the background. She's like, send that to me. Okay, I sent it to her. 10 minutes later, she sent it back. She was like, look now. And it was just the like words in the backpack. Like, oh, like transparent pretty much. I was like, that's pretty sick.
So she like just removed the white from the background. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, then tell her I said thank you.
Yeah. But it was just like, to me, I was like, damn, I don't know shit about editing. And what's crazy is like I used to do YouTube videos and I would edit them. Yeah. That was my least favorite part. And she was even telling me, she was like, it must have taken you forever to edit YouTube videos. Just because the way I do things. Like, first of all, I'm always scared when I'm going to do something new, so I'll save it. I'm like, oh, hold on. I'll save it because I'm like, if I mess it up, I want to be able to
like undo it. Yeah.
But then like on top of that, like I knew no shortcuts. Like I said, like I'm super, like I was slow, not savvy with the software at all. She had never used this editing software and was just like, oh no, I know what this means. I can, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So she kind of like,
and she's like, it must have taken you forever. And I was like, you have no idea. Because it'd take me so long to edit those videos.
We might have to hire her. I'm cool with that.
But, so yeah, anyway, shout out to her. And if you see anything cool and like, it was most likely her.
Okay.
Showing me how to do something.
Because from the first, like, I guess the first attempt on doing the editing, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then like the new one, I'm like, oh, nice. Like, I'm like, all right,
just like cleaner, more crisp, cooler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looked well put together. Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah, it was just funny. I want to tell you about that. Yeah.
All right, that's cool. Well, then shout out to Thomas's girlfriend,
Veronica.
Yeah.
You guys met one time, I think, for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think she like.
It was in Albuquerque.
Yeah,
she's
I remember it. Yeah, she seems cool.
Yeah. Anyway, what's up with you?
As far as like life or,
Yeah. Life.
I mean, not much, man. My editors came back to me with my book,
Oh, nice.
so I'm really excited about that, man.
Getting close, right?
Oh yeah, we're getting really close towards the end. They just sent me a couple more chapters of some things that they wanted me to fix or get my opinion on. Again, they think a lot of my writing is like really aggressive.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of going off in the book, but I kind of want to keep it that way. But it's like it'll sell better if you can reach more people, So I gotta make it more appealing.
That makes sense.
To more,
yeah,
which makes sense, But if it was up to me though, it'd be a lot more aggressive. But I'd be going off, man.
In the end, it is up to you.
True. But I'll use this
Take
as
their
like
advice.
yeah. I'll just they know more than I do, so I'll do this as a first book kind of thing. If I do my next book, and I'll see how the first book's received.
Yeah.
Then I'll act accordingly with the second book.
Yep.
But that's pretty much the most that's happened to me this week, other than like work.
Nice.
But,
yeah. Going on a trip soon. We won't get into the details of that, but we both have trips coming up.
I know, yeah, dude.
You're going to Florida.
Yeah, we're going to the conference for the company.
It's a work thing. Yeah.
So it's not like a vacation. It's more like it's a break from customers.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It's a nice break, but
Yeah, and then I'm going to Vegas with my girlfriend and her family.
Nice.
I love Vegas, dude.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
get to go wild.
I went. No, I don't even go wild. I don't even like drink or
Okay.
really gamble. I don't know. I love, like I said in the last episode, I kind of love just the way it looks and just being there. Like I don't know what it is about it, but I really love Vegas.
Okay.
Which is weird because, like I said, I don't really drink or gamble.
It's the energy of like all these people around and like the cars passing by.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you'll love New York just because of that.
Yeah.
Because New York is like full of tall buildings and then like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
You'll probably have to learn how to walk faster. Other than that, like you'll love New York because of just that kind of energy.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun.
Dope. Why you guys going over to Vegas?
Originally it was like kind of her birthday trip.
Okay.
But then she got sick with COVID, so we had to postpone it.
COVID's still killing people, huh?
Yeah, it was more of like just she's sick and doesn't feel up to
just a
like
flu.
going and that kind of stuff. And obviously like she didn't want to get anyone else sick, but so we postponed the trip and then so we're gonna do it now. Should be fun. We went to Vegas. So 2 times last year we went to Vegas, but it would have been a third because that's when the trip was planned for late last year. So we would have gone to Vegas 3 times last year.
Dang, all right. You guys really love Vegas. You guys really love Vegas. Nice.
Yeah, I think my next trip after this, I want to do like California or something. Though.
Okay.
You know
I've been to Cali. I went for a wedding. It was my girlfriend's best friend's wedding. And it was pretty nice. Yeah, we went to like LA.
Nice.
Went to Hollywood.
Weren't you at like the Super Mario
world
or something?
Yeah. If you guys see some photos on Instagram, you'll see me in like a Luigi sweater. That's why I got it from there. It was pretty cool, man. But no, you'll like it. It still has that kind of energy as Las Vegas. It's like heavily populated and like higher energy. I did the Walk of Fame with the stars on the floor.
Stars, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Fun fact, I have the same size hands as Jackie Chan.
Really?
Yeah, and I love Jackie Chan. Same size hands.
He must have big hands.
Oh yeah, that man can punch you in the face. I mean, my hands aren't even that big. I know some people that I got
yeah, but Jackie Chan's kind of short. You know what I mean? Like, I imagine his hands not be that big.
I mean, I guess that's fair. Yeah, as far as like stature, he's not the tallest dude.
Yeah,
I think he's like what 5'10"?
I have no idea.
5'9",
5'8",
something.
5'9", maybe.
He's a little tinier. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I'll look it up.
But yeah, same size hands, Jackie Chan.
That's pretty cool.
That,
it's always cool when you find out weird, random stuff
yeah,
like that.
Right. I put my hands in the thing, and I was like, yo, it fits like a glove. I have bigger hands than Robert Downey Jr.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah. I remember like Tom Holland's birthday is like June 3rd. My birthday's a day before that.
Oh, that's cool.
I've always been like, dude, me and him are kind of have a bond.
If Tom Holland's watching, you have a bond.
His name's also Tom.
That works out. Yeah, you know your facts. It got to be like 2 T's.
Yeah.
Double T.
We could be best friends.
TTs. He's THUTP.
Jackie Chan is 5'9".
He's 5'9". Okay.
So we were right.
Yeah. All right, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad, yeah.
We used to do those like celebrity lookalike apps. Do you remember when those are kind of popular for like a little while?
Yeah.
Every time that I do one of those, my number one match every single time would be Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther. Every time, didn't matter, different apps, different things. Every time, number one match would be Chadwick Boseman.
Is it like face shape or something?
I don't know, dude.
Because I don't see it. I don't see it, man.
That's why when he died, I was like, dang, my doppelganger's dead. I was really sad.
Almost died there, bro. What was that?
It's weird though. I'd always get like almost all my main matches on those would be black celebrities.
Then you must have like
I must have black features. Yeah,
something like that.
Maybe it's the lips or something.
Probably.
I don't know.
You don't have white people lips. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Because now like white people lips are like non-existent on the top.
The top lip,
right? It's just like skin and then like the mouth is gaping, you know. But like, you got a little plumpness.
Yeah,
to it.
I think that's probably what it is.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
You play basketball too. You know, you might be black on the
I
inside.
might. My girlfriend says that. She's like, I think your ancestors are black. And I'm like, yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes, and I actually wanted to use this as a joke on stage. Sometimes, I think I was telling you this the other day. I don't know, but I was like, sometimes my inner monologue is like black. I don't know why.
You told me that, yeah.
Not always. It was like just most like randomly. Like the morning I was getting ready for work, I saw a thing about like, it was a few weeks back when Patrick Mahomes was like complaining about his guy was offsides and they threw a touchdown or whatever, and he was like, "You don't make that call," whatever. He's like all complaining, but the guy was offsides, like clearly in the replay offsides. Yeah. In my head, because they were talking about that, in my head I was like, man, man, how we gonna be mad at the refs when they doing their job? And then I was like, why did I just inner monologue like that? I must be, I don't know.
Yeah, nah, that was actually pretty good.
I
was like, you sounded like a kind of like Chris Rock-ish a little bit, you know.
That's obviously exaggerated, but that was just, you know, I don't know. Maybe my ancestors were black or something.
I mean, I got nothing for you, man. You might be black on the inside, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But even you and I got a lot in common.
I get along great with black people. I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Like every black person I meet,
yeah,
get along so great with them.
Yeah.
One of my cousins, I talked about him last episode, Jalen. He's black.
Yeah.
We're like we're always super close growing up.
Okay.
Always super close. Me and you were super cool, super close. You know, like even at I was at the outlet malls in like Colorado. Last year. The guy cashed me out was a black dude, and I was getting these pair of shoes, and my girlfriend also bought me a pair of sweats. Like she bought them for me, but separately. But I asked to try them on. I asked like for the dressing room or something, and he's the one that opened it up. And then he told me, he's like, first he told me, he's like, man, these shoes, I've been looking at them in the back, man. I've been looking at them in the back. He's all, but I can't, man. My ex-wife straining me for every penny I got. I can't afford them. I was like, damn, dude. Right. And I was like, literally in the moment, I was like, oh man, that sucks, bro. And he's all, so you didn't end up getting those sweats? And I was like, no, my girlfriend is actually buying them for me. He's all, man, she a keeper, man. She a keeper, man. He's all,
you sweats.
He's all, my ex-wife would never do shit like that for me. And he started going off on his ex-wife again. He's like, that bitch would never do anything like that for me, man. If anything, she'd tell me, don't get the sweats. You don't need them. And I was just like listening to him, just like, oh man, that sucks, you know? Yeah. And he just like kept talking. I was just kind of listening to him. And then eventually, like, he's like, I got you, bro. He gave me 30% off on the shoes, like randomly.
Nice, dude. What?
He dapped me up and everything. I was like, have a good one, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it's you have this like peaceful aura about you, man. And a lot of black dudes like that because especially in like how we grow up, it's kind of chaotic being a black dude. You know, you always gotta like prove yourself and like gotta be like extra in a sense, you know. So like we like the quiet, peaceful auras, and you have a good balance of that, man. So that kind of draws us to us because you know some white dudes are like extra, you know, like they're very boastful. They're like all up in your face.
Think they're better than you and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, not even that, but like even if they want to be friends with you, they kind of like try to force it on you.
Okay.
You know, it's like, hey man, like, so I got some fried chicken over there if you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to like at least they want to try to be friends with you, but you kind of like let us come to you kind of thing, and I like that because even when I first met you, I was like, like he's just gonna be a coworker, but over time, like, you know what, he seems pretty chill, he seems pretty cool. Let me see if I could talk to him about some stuff, and it kind of just blossomed from there. But like those white dudes, like there's a white dude that works with for the company we work with, and every time he sees me, he's like super excited to see me, and he's like, "Hey man, you wanna go do this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we could do that. That's fine." But like he's always trying to like edge me on to like hang out with him and stuff, and I'm like that kind of
let's get lunch.
Yeah, you know, like he wants to do something. I'm like, am I your first black friend? You know, like,
are you doing this to look a certain type of
exactly.
way?
Am I like just meeting your quota? You know, am I just like adding on to your diversity of friends? You know, like,
yeah, because like I think we said this last episode too. Like, there's not a ton of black people out here in New Mexico.
Definitely not.
So like I don't know a lot of black people.
Yeah.
But every black person that I've personally met, like, they're super cool and I get along great with them. And it's not like, I've never thought of it as like, oh, this black person. It's always just like people to me. You know what I mean? Cool people are always just people to me.
Yeah.
But then people have pointed out to me like, dude, black people love you. And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I never really noticed that till people started pointing out to me. And I was like, black people are cool.
Yeah, we are, man.
You know what I mean?
We make things cool too.
Yeah.
But it's definitely your peaceful aura though, for sure.
Even like, cause like I said, my cousin Jalen, he's black, and his brother Mikey was black, and their dad is half black. Okay. So when I was a kid, I always thought that I had black in me. So I'd tell kids at school, like, no, like I have black in me. But it wasn't that. Yeah. It was that their grandma married a black guy. Okay. And had kids that were half like light skin, you know? And then, so their dad got with a black woman as well. Okay. And had their kids. So they're like, so it had nothing to do with me. Like, literally nothing to do with me. You're not even like related. It was all through like marriage and that kind of stuff. But to me as a kid, I was like, no, they're my cousins and they're black. That means I have black in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Like, because we're related, something got to be connected. You know? That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. So they're like what, 3/4 black?
Yeah.
Something like that, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then their dad is like, he's half black, like Gohan or something. The Saiyan, like half Saiyan, you know what I mean?
So he has the best of both worlds, kind of thing, you know. He gets all the privilege, but all the swag.
Yeah, got that light skin riz. Is that what people call it?
Light skin riz. Yeah. You know, it's funny when you talk about your cousin. It reminded me that I had cousins. So I'm from Senegal. So in Senegal, everyone's your cousin.
Okay, yeah.
Even if you're not related to them, like they're your cousin. So I have like people that I'm like, yeah, this is my cousin, da da da, for like years until I was like 17, and like, you know, we're not related, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Then I go like ask my mom, like, hey, is like so and so not related to us? And it's like, yeah, they're your cousin. Like my mom just continues calling them like my cousin. And I'm like, okay, then like I'll go back to my cousin, like, you're lying, you know, like why are you saying that we're not related? Do you not, like, do you hate me or something? And they're like, no, I asked my dad, and my dad said we're like, they're like close friends or something. And I'm like, let me go ask my mom.
It's one of those things.
Yeah,
it's
like
their family.
Exactly, but not like real family. So I'm over here like, dang, this person's just like a really close friend now, not really like my cousin. But I still treat them that way, you know. They're still cousins. Yeah. But like, it's just crazy how like family do that, you know. Because all of a sudden, I have like an extra like 15 cousins I don't really have, you know, like.
Dude, yeah, I have a big family, which you know.
Yeah.
So like, I have so many cousins.
Yeah.
Which is weird because when I feel like I say cousin, you automatically, like when you say, oh, my cousin, you think first cousin automatically.
Yeah.
Right? Which is not the case always.
Yeah.
So like I'll say, oh, that person's my cousin. Like, oh, really? And they'll be like an adult. They're like, well, then my dad's age.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's my cousin because it is my cousin. But it's like my dad's first cousin, which makes them like my second cousin or something.
Well, if your dad's first cousin, doesn't that make that your uncle?
No. So my dad's brothers would be my uncles.
So what do you call your cousin? Their dad's cousins? Like
cousins.
But they're not your cousin.
They are their cousin. They're like a second cousin.
No, our second cousins through like marriage or like through like. No,
I think that's maybe like second cousins removed or something.
Like wouldn't your dad's cousins' children be your cousins, like your second cousins? right?
Probably.
Yeah, right.
I don't know the exact connects, but I
Yeah.
know that my dad's cousin would not be my uncle. That's just my dad's brothers.
See, that's weird. For us, it's uncles in Senegal.
Really?
Yeah, like if my dad has a cousin, that guy is my uncle.
That's weird. That is
Yeah.
weird to me.
So that's a lot of uncles.
Yeah.
You know, like, so, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on where you're from too, but like that's how it works for us.
Yeah.
Like, if they're like any way related to your parents, like
Uncle or
in
aunt.
that generation type, then those are their cousins, which makes their kids your cousins.
Yeah.
But like second remove or something like
Yeah.
that, whatever the case, you know.
Yeah,
But,
no, it's just like cousins, relatives, I guess.
yeah.
So I'll be like, oh, that's my cousin. I'm like, oh, really? And then I'll be like, yeah, but I don't really know him that well.
Mm.
They'll be like, but it's your like they're thinking it's first cousin. You know,
Yeah.
like my aunt's kid or something, and it's
Yeah.
not. I'm super close with all my first cousins
Yeah.
because that's how it's supposed to be.
Kind of, yeah.
I'm close with a lot of my other cousins too, but I have such a big family that I don't really
No.
even know all
Oh,
my
yeah.
cousins. You know what I mean?
I'm still
We'll be at
meeting
like a big
cousins.
family event, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's your cousin." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah. That's how it works too.
Yeah.
Like we'll have like Thanksgiving and then like a whole new family would show up. I'm like, who are these people? And then my dad's like, oh yeah, this is like your cousin and your auntie from your other mom's side. And I'm like, oh, cool. And I'll never see them again. You know? And like I have like 200 cousins.
Damn.
Yeah, like I have a lot. And it's because, you know, like in Senegal, like you can have more than one wife because like we're Muslim and whatnot. So like my great grandfather had like 4 or 5 wives, and then I had like 6 kids with each of them. And like he was wilding.
Yeah.
He was a big.
You told me about this before.
Yeah. So like as it breaks down, I got like 200 cousins, but like half of them are like half related to me.
Yeah.
And, like the other was like, you know, a quarter related to me. So like those are cousins.
They're cousins, but like barely cousins.
Barely cousins, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
For me, even like like someone will see me in public, like say at the store,
yeah.
catch me out. They're like, Pacheco, right? I'm like, yeah. Whose kid are you? Tom. Oh, we're cousins. I'm your cousin. Okay.
Yeah, right. It's like you're just famous out here, man. I'm telling you.
It's just a lot of family, I think. And then Sanfei's kind of small,
Yeah.
so you know,
You kind of get. Yeah, it's pretty quick to kind of know everyone.
know a lot of people. Yeah.
But doesn't your family own half of Santa Fe? No.
I don't think half. No, my grandpa owned a lot of land.
Yeah.
That when he passed away, like his kids got, so my aunts and uncles and stuff,
Okay.
or my dad but no, we don't own like the courthouse. Or
not,
something. You know
not
what I mean?
like not like political.
We're not like running Santa Fe. It's more of like we've just been here a long time.
Gotcha.
My grandpa was like literally the GOAT, dude.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
he was a great man.
Yeah.
He was very smart. He bought a lot of land while he was alive, so
Gotcha.
he's very smart. Yeah.
That's a good way to go.
Yeah.
Land is the way to go.
Yeah.
We will have some business segments here and there, so we will give you some business tips.
That will be mostly Samba, as I know not very much anything about business.
You got some. You got a little something.
You can teach me.
I'll teach you some stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely. But no, like I wasn't thinking like you guys were like running Santa Fe like that. Like you had like the Pacheco.
Yeah, like my
Mafia.
dad's like the mayor or something.
Nah,
Yeah, no.
out here.
But there's a
shaking
lot of us
down.
out here, yeah.
That's
Which
pretty
is
cool.
dope. I love it. I love having a big family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice, man. It's nice. Not a lot of people get to have that, so that's a really good thing to hold on to.
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
for sure.
Anyway, you
Yeah.
want to get into these Reddit
Let's do it,
posts?
man.
Cool. Yeah. So we're gonna do some Reddit threads today.
Yeah, and we're gonna react to them and see what's going on in this world.
Yeah. So this is a subreddit called TIFU, which stands for Today I Effed Up.
Okay.
Okay. So different people telling it like today I effed up by doing this.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll just read you some of the ones that I found. Okay, this is the first one. Ready?
Yeah.
Today I fucked up when my wife walked into my dog smelling my armpits. That's the title. Okay?
That's the title.
Yeah.
I thought that was the whole thing.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so he says, God, this is so embarrassing. So I've always been curious by nature. Me and my dog, a cute little pit terrier, were lying on the bed together just chilling when she started smelling my stomach intensely. Sorry, I don't know what happened there.
It's all good.
I'm thinking, she's a dog. She's probably smelling what I had to eat this morning. Then I remember reading that dogs actually prefer funky smells. Shit? Yeah, it's like roses to them.
Okay. I didn't know that.
You could do that. So I got the ridiculous thought to test this out and see if she was enamored by my body odor. I was awake but hadn't showered, so I thought, what the hell? I wonder how she takes to my armpits.
Okay.
I shoved a pit in her face, and sure enough, she sniffed as though she was in a bed of flowers.
Jeez, okay.
Of course... Of course, you know how this goes down by reading the post title. My wife walks into the bedroom the moment I was letting old Bella take a good whiff of the pits. Get it, pits? She's a blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He said that, not me.
Oh,
Anyway,
wow, okay.
so he's like making a joke. Get it, pits? She's a pit terrier. I crack myself up sometimes. That's what I said. But anyway.
Gotcha.
Anyway, she yells, what the fuck? Oh, insert name, so I'll just say it random. What the fuck, Ted?
Okay.
I tried to explain, but the explanation was going nowhere. She just continued, what else does she smell? Or, God forbid, lick when I'm not in the room. She already calls Bella my mistress. Now I fear that's taking on a more sinister tone. Then he said, edit. So apparently everyone thinks my dog just decided to sniff my underarms.
Okay.
But that's not what happened. Apparently, I need to clarify that my wife entered the room the moment I thrust my pit into the dog's face. That is not the same as my dog just being naturally curious.
Yeah.
That would definitely be no big deal.
Gotcha.
So he's openly admitting, like, no, it wasn't like the dog just sniffing.
Smelled.
He, like, shoved the face into the armpit and was like, let's see what happens.
Yeah, yo, you gonna smell this right now. Like, hey, buddy, get a whiff of this. And then kind of like guys do like with farts sometimes. Yeah. Like just like Peter doing like Meg on the guy, like just shoving her face in her butt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I wouldn't do that.
What I'll take away from that is some people are way too close with their dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And not just him, but like I've seen people in real life
Yeah.
way too close with their dogs.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very close.
Like to the point where I'm like, you need to not do that with your dog.
Like I know people are cool with them licking their face and stuff.
But
when
once
they
you
lick back and like their tongues are touching, like that's too much for me, man. That's a lot, dude.
like Frenching your dog.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, I mean, I don't know how clean dogs' mouths are.
Can't be clean.
I don't think they're that clean. But yeah, I wouldn't want to have slobber on my face alone, let alone my tongue getting in contact with that. Yeah, no, that. So no, yeah, some people are really close with
Some
their
people are
animals.
just too close with their dogs.
Yeah.
On the topic of dogs, I have to say this because this happened at the store the other day.
Oh yeah.
Where someone was showing you their dog, a picture of their dog. Oh,
Okay.
you want to see my dog?
Yeah.
I don't like when people show me pictures of their dogs.
Why is that?
Not that it's like I hate dogs,
Yeah.
but I just never have a good reaction. I
Okay.
can't have like, oh, let me show you a picture of my dog. And they show me and I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't like, I feel like I can't be like, oh, like I can't do that good.
Yeah. You can't fake it well enough. Yeah.
Like in no situation am I going to go, oh, like I just don't do that. So
Yeah.
for me to pretend, so I don't do that. So then I'm kind of just like, oh, like I don't know what to say. I'm like, yeah, it's a dog. It's cute.
Okay. So it's not a matter of like them showing you the photo. It's more like you just don't know how to react.
I don't know how to react at all.
Gotcha. All right. Well, here's something that we can take for your backpack. The best way to react is like, oh, that's awesome. Let me show you a photo of my pet. Turn it on them real quick.
Flip it on.
Yeah,
them.
real quick. That's cute. Here's a photo of mine. Boom. Now they're the one that's like doing the reaction, and now you're bonding. Yeah, with your pets.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a good way to go.
idea.
Good way to go.
My usual go-to when someone shows me a picture of their dog or cat
Yeah.
or whatever, I'm usually just like, oh, nice.
It's like, oh, cool. I guess that's dope.
Yeah.
I know some people that go nuts for like seeing,
Just they keep showing you,
Yeah.
like, okay.
or like even the person like they're showing going nuts. Like, oh my God, he's so cute. I want to steal him and eat his face. Like, you ever seen that Key and Peele skit with them like the pets? I just want to eat him up and twist his arm and break his neck.
No, I
Dude,
haven't
you seen that?
one, no.
Dude, you gotta see that, dude. It's hilarious. But that's kind of how people are. Like, I just want to eat him up. And,
No, you're right. Yeah, people do react. To if they love dogs,
Yeah.
and you show them a picture,
they go nuts.
they're
Dude.
going to go crazy.
Nuts, dude.
It's like a dog getting excited almost.
Yeah,
You know
like,
what I
like, they're,
mean?
like they're a dog themselves, right? That's something to be said. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that lady that showed me like her dog. So you saw how quickly I turned it to like, let me show you my cat. Yeah. So like, because some people are either not cat people, which says a lot about them, or like they love cats and like, oh, that's cute, and then like it kind of diffuses that, you know. So like people that don't like cats though, they have boundary issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't like cats, then you have a boundary issue. Yeah. You need to have affection on command, and cats are like, nah.
Cats are on their own schedule.
Yeah, like I'll love you when I need to. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like
very
roommates.
Independent.
Oh yeah, very independent people. I love cats because like one, they're like the ultimate like predator, low key. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like quick reflexes. They're flexible.
Can jump high as
crazy. I test this with my cat, yo. My cat can high five me now, and I'll test how high he can high five me, and he'll like jump on my leg and parkour. And, like, he like they're cool, man.
Always land on their feet.
Always, it's so cool because their spines are like flexible, man. But before I go into a huge rant about cats, but like if people don't like cats, that's something else for you guys to take to your backpack. They have boundary issues, and cats are like, I'm gonna love you on my own time,
and they don't like that.
Yeah. They don't like that. They want to have like that instant love and gratification immediately. That's what dogs do. Because dogs love everybody. Anyone can walk up to a dog and be like, hey, and they're like, oh my God, someone's showing me attention, you know? But cats, they bond to one person specifically. Like my girlfriend, like my cat loves my girlfriend more than me, which is fine. I'm fine with that. But like when my cat does want to love on me, I'm like honored, you know? It's like, oh man, thank you, you know? And it was like, because he now it's like, this is the time I can love you, you know? And that kind of reflects on what people are. Because if you can't handle that kind of like boundary, then you're like, you need it instantly. And that kind of, it's like a red flag for me sometimes.
Yeah, cats are more, like I said, individual. Like they do their own thing.
Exactly.
So people who don't like cats, what you're saying is like, they want an animal that obeys, gonna love them on their time.
Exactly.
And it's always gonna give them attention, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Not saying that that's just people who like dogs, but it's people who don't like cats.
Exactly, yeah. If you don't like cats. Because all cat people like dogs, but not all dog people like cats.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what's like very interesting to me.
Yeah, that's a good theory.
Yeah.
Interesting theory. I saw someone one time who was like, I just want to pet the cat.
Yeah, but
and I was like, why? Like, if he doesn't want to be pet, then you know what I mean?
Yeah, let him be.
I have a cat. It's a girl. Nice. She's a mean cat. She's not a nice cat. She loves me though.
Yeah.
Like you said, bond to one person. I'm her owner. She loves me.
Yeah.
She's mean to everyone else.
Yeah, that's how it is. Like, you're not my owner. I don't trust you. That's really what it is. It's just a matter of trust, really. So cats take time to trust people.
Yeah.
And by the time you get to spend a lot of time in their space so they can trust you. Because like, if you take someone like my cat's afraid of everything. Like the term "scaredy cat," I understand it now. You know. So like even you being here, my cat is hiding behind the bed. Yeah. And he's gonna wait for you to leave, and then he'll come out.
He'll camp out the whole time.
The whole time. He'll like, even if he's starving, he'll be like, I'm not going out there because some guys that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's how cats are. So like dogs,
cats are cool.
Yeah, they're the coolest thing, man. But like dogs, the moment you walk in, they're like, who's there? I want to go see who that is. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of like boundary you need to set with cats.
Dogs are dope too, but
I love dogs.
They are just up in your face.
Oh yeah,
I've heard like a bunch of comics do bits about like difference between cats and dogs. It's hilarious, but it's true.
Yeah, I think I heard one was like cats are like roommates that don't care, kind of, and like the other one's like a fiending for like friend that you don't want to be there. You know, it's like, hey, we going outside. You know, like that's how dogs are. But cats are like, oh, you're here, cool. You know,
I saw one where it was like a dog is like, oh, you're home. Yeah, I waited for you all day. You're home. I can't believe you're home. Blah,
high
blah,
energy,
blah.
yeah.
And he said cats are like, they'll walk in their own and be like, what is it? It's like, hey, what's up? Just remember, don't care. See ya. And walks out. Or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how they are. My cat would look me in my face and he'd be like, bye. You know, like, dang. You can love me later.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll read another one.
All right, go ahead.
And I'll keep going on the topic of cats, okay?
Cool. That was a nice tangent that we just did, yeah.
This one made me laugh.
Okay.
It says, today I effed up by trying to save a dying cat. That's the title.
Okay. Not a good idea.
It says, today I returned to my dorm after Christmas break and heard a peculiar noise coming from my roommate's room. To me, the noise sounded like a cat screaming. Our dorm is set up like an apartment where there's a kitchen, living room, 4 bedrooms, and 2 bathrooms. So I have 3 roommates, but we all have separate rooms.
Nice.
My roommate has a cat that she had said she was going to get the paperwork done so the cat could stay in the dorms. Typically, I make it a rule to never go in my roommate's room without permission. Sorry. However, it really sounded like the cat was in danger. My roommate has said before how important her cat is to her, and I figured she would hate me if I just left it there to die.
Yeah, that would suck.
I quickly open the door and see my roommate and her boyfriend having sex.
Hey, yo. That was a wild twist.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so they're having sex. They immediately look horrified, and I am also horrified, so I start to defend myself by saying, "I'm so sorry, I thought that a cat was dying." My roommate is red in the face, and her boyfriend's mouth is wide open. I realized that was not a good defense, and ended up muttering some incoherent goodbyes, closing the door, and then locking myself in my room to scream into my pillow. I realized soon after this that I probably should have connected the dots sooner, and now I'm trying to figure out how to make this living situation less awkward.
Damn.
I literally got back to my dorm 20 minutes ago. Anyway, enjoy my suffering.
Damn, yo. So she sounded like a dying cat? Is that?
Yeah. Her moans sounded like a dying cat. It's kind of like that episode of SpongeBob when he's like, "We got a report of a dying animal," and Squidward's playing the clarinet.
Yeah, nah.
But in real life.
Yeah, that sucks, dude. I don't know what I'd do in that situation. I'd move. Like, I'd be like, listen, sorry, but I'll pay this month's rent and I'm gone. Like, yeah, like I don't know what I'd do.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, like I gotta go.
I can't imagine what sounds she was making to sound like a dying cat.
Yeah, what does a dying cat sound like?
Like, what was the boyfriend doing? Was he like, okay.
Because I can't
He's
be
like
super attractive.
plugging his ears.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm attracted to the sound of a dying cat.
Yeah, no.
It's like what? Yeah, something like that, right? Like that can't be good, right? That can't be good, bro.
No, but think about it. If you heard what you thought was a dying cat,
Yeah.
have you heard cats like scream? They're
Oh, yeah.
loud as hell.
Oh yeah. When I first got my cat, he wasn't screaming, but he was like, meowing throughout the whole night.
Loud.
And they're loud, yeah.
Have you ever heard them like banging like cats?
No, I never. No, I think I've seen like videos and they're like growling kind of, but like.
Well, we have a bunch of
screeching.
cats in my neighborhood like my whole life.
Oh,
So sometimes in the middle of the night, you'll just hear a happening.
That sounds awful, but
And
yeah.
it sounds horrible. Like they're just screaming.
Yeah, dude.
Like loud.
Yeah.
And so.
To hear that in your bedroom.
But like, think about like, it was so bad to the point where she's like, I have to do something to save this cat.
Yeah,
Like,
something's happening to this cat.
it wasn't just like, oh, the cat's making noise. It was like, dude, the cat's dying.
Yeah, like if I don't save this cat, my roommate's gonna hate me. And then you walk in and it's the roommate. That is a. I don't know what I do with that, man.
And then to be like, sorry, I thought a cat was dying.
So now she's gonna be all self conscious
Yeah,
from now
for
on.
the rest of her life.
She won't moan ever.
She's not gonna moan ever.
Yeah,
again.
she's gonna be like.
She'll let out like one if it feels too good. Whoever she's dating, that sounds like, what was that?
Right. It's like, sorry.
It's like, I think I stepped on your cat or something.
They wouldn't even believe it, man. I'd probably be like, what was that? And I'd probably stop. Like, what?
It's kind of like when a girl has a really bad laugh.
Oh. And you don't want to make jokes around them because you don't want them to laugh. Because I've been in that situation, actually.
I've never really been in that situation, but I've heard girls laugh when I'm like, oh my God, I could never date that person ever.
Yeah.
Not saying that I like was thinking about it, but just from hearing the laugh, I could never date someone with a laugh like that.
Like, you got to make sure you don't say anything funny ever. Like, ever.
It could be the hottest girl in the world, and if she has like a really bad laugh, I can't do it.
Yeah, because you're a comedian, so like you make jokes nonstop.
Yeah, like constant jokes.
Yeah.
And then if you just hear that laugh, you're like, oh, it's like,
So what's the worst laugh you ever heard?
I don't even know. I've heard a few bad ones.
You want to hear the worst one I've had?
Yeah.
It sounded like very mannish. It was like, it didn't even sound like a laugh, kind of like a ghost. You know, I was like, yeah. I was actually in college. We were like in the lounge and we were by this pool table. So we were, playing around and some guy made a joke. He was this guy was pretty right. He was a really tall dude. His name was Sean. Shout out to Sean. And he cracked me up. Yeah. Right. But he makes everybody laugh. So he's a funny dude. He has a really deep voice. And this one girl was sitting at the pool table, just watching us play. And he said something. And she was just, whoa. And I was like, what was that? Like, and in my head, I'm like, I didn't say anything out loud because I'm like, I'm not trying to make fun of nobody's laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how she laughs. But she kept laughing, and I was like, you know what? I can't
ignore it.
Yeah, so it's like it's clearly a very distinct laugh, and not to like disrespect anybody, but like you got to do it better. You got to do a better laugh. Some laughs are just ugly.
Even my laugh sometimes, if I'm dying laughing, I can like let out like an ugly type. Like not a flattering laugh, which I'm fine with. But it's not like bad. Like,
yeah,
it's kind of like,
and it's
like the other day
laugh.
I laughed like Scooby Doo, and I called it out. I was like, dude, why did I laugh like Scooby Doo?
Like
yeah, exactly. We were playing a board game, and I was like, and I was like, why did I laugh like Scooby Doo there? Everyone's like, you did laugh like Scooby Doo.
I have an uncle that laughs like those Windex bottles.
One of those like.
Yeah, he laughs like that. And the jokes that we used to make when as a kid, like, it doesn't even sound like he's laughing. It sounds like he's like waking up or something, like. And my brother actually, I got two more laughs to tell you. My brother, when he laughs too hard, he like not squeaks, but it's like he like whines, like
yeah.
Like seal, like, yeah. So he'll do that and laugh. But my cousin has the funniest laugh I've ever heard. I'm gonna have him send it to me. I'm gonna make it a sound. A sound. That's what we're gonna do, because his laugh is the funniest thing on this planet. If you just had him on stage doing like comedy and his joke was trash, but he laughed at his own joke, everyone would laugh because that's how funny his laugh. That's what I'm gonna do.
Get a soundbite.
I'm gonna get a soundbite of his. Cause that's gonna be hilarious. Next episode, we're gonna have his laugh.
The best type of laughs are contagious laughs.
Oh yeah.
So laugh like that, where like
super contagious.
Them laughing, it just makes you laugh.
Yeah.
Best kind of laugh.
The funniest thing, dude. And like it'll be the stupidest thing, but if he laughs, it's the best joke ever.
Everyone's gonna die
laughing. Like.
Yeah, those are the best type of laughs.
Yeah, I gotta find that, dude.
One of the worst type of laughs. Yeah. People who laugh way too loud.
Oh yeah.
In a public setting,
like,
say I'm at a restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude. Will you shut up over there? I'm trying to have a conversation. Like, go ahead and laugh, but not like you're screaming at that point. You're not even like. It's very obnoxious. I don't like that.
Oh no,
I told my cousin that one time. And she's like, "Yeah, but you're a comedian, don't you like?" Like, I was like, "Yeah, well, I guess when I'm on stage, I like loud laughter, but if I'm in a waiting room or like at a restaurant, I don't want to." Like,
yeah, that was like. Imagine you're like in a doctor's office, just reading a magazine or something, and the person next to you just reads something funny, and he's screaming in your ear. Yeah, nah. I'd elbow him. Yeah. Throw a quick elbow, yeah.
Dude, you gotta give him a look.
Right. Over. Put your headphones on. Yeah, nah. Some people got some really bad laughs, bro.
Yeah, and I love laughing, but I'm grateful that my girlfriend doesn't have like some terrible laugh that I'd just be like, oh god.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to the next one.
Let's do the next one, man.
Let's do the next one.
I like these tangents we're going on.
Okay, this is good. I like this one. Today I fucked up. The builder saw my tits today. Guess we're building more than just a deck. That is the title.
Guess we're building more than just a deck. That whole phrase you just said was
the title?
That's a long title. Damn. All right.
I feel like this is a good one for us because we sell deck stain.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah. So we got
She's
the
building a
deck.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Contractors.
Okay. So the construction of our new deck started this week. There's a bunch of scaffolding out there. This morning, I was getting dressed in my second-story bedroom. I was topless, facing the window. Always a good idea.
Great, yeah.
The builders had arrived 5 minutes ago, and the noise had begun. I knew they were there. I knew there was scaffolding. Suddenly, half a head popped up, with eyes that widened at the exact moment that mine did. I hit the floor behind the bed in a graceless, boob-clutching dive, saying, "Oh shit," and proceeding to finish getting dressed on the floor. I was 95% sure he had seen me, but held out hope. A couple minutes later, he walked into the house looking sheepish. I say brightly, "Sorry if you had to see my boobs, because I am awesome at not being awkward." He says, "Yeah, sorry about that." Then we both just stand there nervously laughing for a minute. Jeez. These guys will be working at my house for at least the next couple of weeks. Now, every time that guy comes into the house, we both smirk and avoid eye contact. So there's that. This sounds like the beginning of a porno.
Yeah. For sure. Hey, I'm here to fix your pipe, like I'm here to do your deck.
Sorry, I didn't mean to when I was building your new deck. See, and she's like, "Oh,
yeah, right. I was building a
my
deck.
bad.
I was building a deck, but you can get this dick." Nah. That's facts. He's telling all the coworkers.
That made his day.
Yeah. He told all the coworkers. Like,
he's probably going back on that scaffolding, like
hoping to
accidentally see something again.
Imagine he goes back, but it's a dude.
It's the husband or something.
Right? He's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I was looking for your wife.
He's like, wait, what?
Yeah, no. He definitely.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
I wouldn't like that. I'd fire them. I'm like, you gotta go, bro. We'll do a different building or something. Or,
yeah. We'll hire different people.
Yeah, exactly. Or like you have a different crew in your company, like
I'm buying shades, curtains.
Oh yeah, dude.
Now
taping everything off.
I don't know why, but that just made me think of that episode of Friends where they swap apartments.
Yeah, we were just watching that not too long ago.
Yeah, and Rachel, like that guy's singing, the singing guy, and Rachel's like pissed off. Yeah. Is it Rachel or
No, it's
Monica? It's Rachel, right?
No, it's Rachel. Yeah.
And then she's like all mad. Joey's like, "Oh,
the guy that sings, and he sings the song too. Like, I think
morning,
it's
something
in the morning. Yeah, like I'm singing in the morning, something like that.
And then he moves back, and like I sing, he's all happy.
Yeah,
that's funny. I read some stuff about Matthew Perry today that apparently like he was still messed up to the end of his life.
You just want me to be sad, bro. Like, dang. Dude.
No, yeah, but I don't. But I literally read that today that he was like.
Yeah, he was going through it for a while.
Some one of his like close friends said like he had the worst demons that he's ever seen by far, and I believe it, man. Poor guy.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty rough. I know a lot of comedians, at least people that use joke as a defense mechanism, they got some dark things in there.
Yeah. Well, my mom just read his book, and she said that he talks a lot about like his childhood and stuff, and that she just like, dude, poor guy. Yeah. That like I don't remember exactly what she said, but he just had a lot of like anxiety and issues because of I think of his parents from like a really, really early age. Yeah. And then he said like the first time he drank was when he was like 13 with his buddies. They just like they're like, oh, they like bought beer or something. Yeah. And he said that was his first time being drunk, and that in that moment he felt like, oh, I finally feel normal like everyone else. Like no worries, no anything. Like this is how other people must feel.
And that's where it started.
It actually even started when he was younger. Like, I guess when he was a baby, he wouldn't stop crying. So his parents took him, or his mom maybe took him to the doctor, and they gave him like some drug to calm him down.
Really?
So from like an infant, he was on drugs.
Drugs in the system. That sucks, man.
That's messed up.
Yeah,
huh?
Man. That's rough. You definitely wanted to kill my mood. Because I love Chandler, man. I love Matthew Perry, man. Like he's my favorite character on Friends. Yeah. Like. He cracks me up. He's the funniest dude.
And in real life, they say he's the same way.
Yeah, he's a clown. Like even like the little bits. So I saw him like do like other skits and like other movies and stuff. And he's a crack up, man. Yeah, he's a funny dude.
But like obviously he'd use that. So he has like a defense mechanism.
Yeah, or like to like mask himself. Yeah, he had to become a person that he could be in front of other people without having to worry about who he is as a person. That's usually what happens.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, moving on from that.
Yeah, how am I supposed to move on from that? You gotta give me like 10.
We'll just read another story about some dude seeing someone's tits or something.
Cool.
Okay, we'll do this one. Today I effed up by accidentally sending my dad a dick pic instead of my wife.
Damn.
That's the title.
Oh man, there's so many ways this can go. Okay, I'm listening.
I don't know what the fuck happened, but I'm on a work trip away from my wife. We were talking dirty on the phone, and I thought I'd send her a sexy pic. I have an iPhone, and Dad has an Android. Anyways, I'm feeling pretty good, so I click on my messages app and immediately click camera. Got the right angle, and boom, snapped the pic. Click the blue send arrow, and then boom, sending to Dad. I tried so hard to delete the message before it sent, but I heard the swoosh sound like 2 seconds before I deleted it. I'm freaking the fuck out. Can I unsend a message to Android? It's been like 45 minutes now. Dad's gonna wake up to see his son's rock hard penis next to a Coors Banquet bottle.
For comparison.
And gosh damn it, I'm fucking stupid. Help, please.
Damn.
So I guess at the time of writing this, he's like, what do I do?
Yeah, right.
Like, the dad hadn't
advice.
seen it yet.
He needs advice at that point.
That would be terrible, dude.
I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that.
The only thing that'd be worse is your mom. It's an accident to your mom by accident.
Yeah.
Because I feel like some dads might be like, it's okay. Like,
I get it, because I'm sure he sent a dick pic at some point, right? So, I'm pretty sure he's like...
old-fashioned somehow.
Right? Just... No. Polaroids. Mail it to them.
She's like, oh, what'd I get in the... What the...
Right? And on the back it says, for my woman or something. Nah, I'd rather it be my dad than my mom.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. A million times, yeah. But what would be worse is if your dad sent one back and be like, mine's better. That would, like, destroy me, bro.
Yeah, that messes with your confidence and your mental state.
Yeah. Just destroy you in two different ways.
Be like, why did my dad send one back? And it's bigger than mine.
Or he forwards it for you.
to your girlfriend,
yeah. It's like, oh, he said this to me by mistake, but this is for you,
He's really a great guy, and as you can tell.
I hope he's, giving you that good. Yeah, no, that would suck, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that would
Sending
suck.
it to your dad.
Have you ever accidentally, like, done, not to that extent, but, like, say maybe accidentally posted a story or, like, accidentally sent something to the wrong person?
No. Not that I can think of or know of. Maybe I didn't know. But for the most part, no. I'm usually pretty careful with that.
I've definitely accidentally posted stories. There was nothing bad, but, like, my brothers and my cousin liked this story. I bought, like, the Halloween-themed Oreos one year. It was, like, in October.
Oh, you mean just in general? Okay, I thought you meant, like, sexual.
No.
Oh, okay. Then maybe, yeah. Go ahead.
And I took a video of me opening them, pulling one out.
Yeah.
And it was, like, the orange filling. I captioned it, "These are so fun." I don't know why, but they're kind of fun,
Because they're orange, okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh, these are sick. I meant to send it to them, and I posted on my story. And then they sent me a message in that group chat, like, T, why did you post this? I was like, oh, shit. So I deleted it. That's an example one. Another one, like, I was looking at flashbacks on my Snapchat. And one of them was, like, me with, like, a weird filter on that someone else took of me.
Gotcha.
And I meant to send it to them, again, the same group chat. And I sent it to my story.
Okay, that I've done.
And I was like, oh, whoops.
Yeah, I've done things like that. So I was going back and forth like a streak for a bit, just like specific people. And one of them like sent me something that's something funny, and I like made a weird face like and I accidentally posted it, but I didn't realize it until like 2 minutes later. So it already had views, and then people were like, "Why your face like that?" And I'm like, "Damn." So I deleted it, and then I sent it to the actual person, and I was like, "This was supposed to be for you, but." Apparently, like 12 people saw it already, so I'm sorry, but yeah, no, I definitely
I've seen other people do it too.
Yeah,
like this one time, this one guy posted a picture on his Snapchat, and my friend sent it to me. Yeah, just because like it was funny. He didn't even caption, like he just sent me the story. I opened it and it was like a selfie of this guy. It's like a selfie, and he was like, "Good morning, baby," with like 3 Ys and like a kissy face, like. And he was like,
that was definitely for like one of his holes.
And then like when I went to look again, it was deleted because it was for his girlfriend or something. And I was laughing so hard, dude.
That's hilarious.
There was this one time my friend Gibby, his name's Gilbert, but his nickname is Gibby. Yeah. He showed me like, so dude, look, this girl that I'm friends with on Snapchat. Because he's like, I don't know how many friends on Snapchat for whatever reason.
Okay.
But he's like, look, and he like showed me her story. and it was just her going in on some dudes, giving some dude head, like,
Oh, okay.
like going crazy.
Okay.
And he's all, so I saw that and I was like, what the? So I replied to it, and he was like, yeah, and he showed me the messages. He replied to it and he was like, I don't know if like you meant to, but like, just so you know, like this is on your story.
Yeah.
And then she replied, she's like, yeah, I know it. I did that on purpose.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, oh, okay, haha. And she was like, yeah, if you want to see more, subscribe to my OnlyFans.
So she's one of those. Okay.
But he showed me, like, at first he replied, like, trying to be a nice guy, like, dude, I don't know if you meant to post this, but just so you know, you did. And she's like, yeah, I did mean to post that.
She was trying to get some, like, clients. She was advertising.
Trying to get some subscribers.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's a good method, I guess. If you're into that kind of thing, you're like,
yeah, if that's your business, then sure.
I don't understand OnlyFans. I don't.
I don't either.
Because porn is free.
That's what I've been saying.
Like, it's free.
That's what I've been saying. I'm like, I would never pay for someone's nudes.
Yeah. Because
you can go on Pornhub and find anything.
Anything. Literally. Like, I don't get it. Like, is it, like, you don't even know this person. It's not like you knew the person. It's like, oh, what they got? Like, not like you don't know the person. Just like in porn.
Exactly.
So, like, I don't understand OnlyFans.
If anything, you might connect with the people in porn more because you've maybe seen more than one of their videos.
Right? Yeah. Like, no,
you're familiar with their
work. Exactly. Like you can recognize by like a tattoo or something,
But yeah, I don't know. I said the same thing. And then also, like, the thing about OnlyFans is, like, if it's like a bigger known person, the stuff from their OnlyFans is going to get leaked anyway. You could find it for free anywhere. Yeah. You know what I mean?
There's no point in it.
There's no point in paying.
It's dumb.
It's kind of just like guys that they say like are down bad. You know what I mean?
But even
I'm down. He's down bad.
But like, how down bad do you have to be to pay for it though? Because it's literally free anywhere else. Unless you know this person, you had like a huge crush on them, and you're like, dang, I want to see what they got. Then maybe, but even then, I'm like, nah. I'm gonna try to get that myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, why pay money for that?
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
It also like is confusing if a porn star has an OnlyFans. Why would anyone pay for that?
For like any new content or something? Nah.
They have a whole
catalog
of
just videos
stuff.
And stuff.
Like you don't need to pay.
Yeah, nah. It's weird. It's really weird. And that kind of reflects on men. Because we're the ones, well, not we, but like men are the ones that's like subscribing to these things.
Yeah,
it's not a good look.
It's not.
Like, how much disposable income do you have that you're like, I could spend like $30
a month?
You know what I'm saying? Just to look at a woman.
Just to look at someone.
Yeah, like, and I'm pretty sure their stuff isn't better than porn.
No,
they're probably taking like photos in like their closet or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, it's weird, man. It's weird.
I don't understand it either. And I'm glad you said that because I've been thinking that like. Why do people pay for that when you have access to so much more?
It's just so much. It makes no sense. And you know what? I'm gonna look into that. See like why dudes do that. Because like even like I know like us as dudes we're like very sexually driven in senses. Because like our cycle for like our sexual need is every day, right? Whereas women it's every 2-3 weeks, kind of like with their menstrual cycle. So I do get the need to like release. But to the point where you're having to like pay money all the time to do that and to make it like a thing for you, that's something else gotta be going on. Yeah, dude, you guys are weird. You guys are weird.
Like, just be normal. Rip one out.
I'd rather you
every once in a while.
I'd rather you use a magazine.
Yeah,
than like do OnlyFans. Like it makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly though, like porn is like. If you think about it, it's like really toxic. Like it's not good to be watching.
It's not good for you, not at all. Yeah.
Obviously, like you can't help yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
But you try. You should try not to.
So actually,
if you're going out of your way to pay for like, then like you're not even trying.
Exactly, because you want it to be like in your head.
Yeah.
So like, there's a correlation between people who like look at porn and like so much and the way they are cognitively productive in life, right? So. When you're like younger, you don't have that much access. So all that pent up energy becomes productive energy. So you're more active. You're more, you go to the gym more, all that good stuff. Those that watch porn all the time, they're a lot lazier, and they also have a focus issue, for lack of a better word. So like that's definitely something's wrong with them in that sense.
The thing about porn though that is difficult, I think, is we live in an era right now, in an age where it's so accessible.
Oh yeah, so accessible
that it makes it hard for people not to, because they can just pull out their phone and easily
at any moment.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
and then add on people posting that kind of stuff. It's in your face all the time.
Yeah, it's really hard. And we live in general, like the society, I guess, right now, especially is like sex driven, and like OnlyFans is huge.
Yeah.
Even like porn stars are like becoming mainstream, being in YouTube videos, that kind of stuff. So, and then they're always promoting their stuff. It's like, I feel bad for the younger people, and I'm worried for the younger people.
Yeah. Because what's happening too is that in the 70s and 80s, people were having sex like crazy, right? Because
everyone had like 15 kids.
Yeah, right. 15 kids. They had like 200 bodies. Like I know like several dudes from the 70s, 80s that had like 200 bodies. Dang. Nowadays, by the time you're 25, it's 5 bodies for a guy. People think it's much higher because people talk, like guys talk a big game and whatnot, but only 10% of men are getting 30, 40 bodies by the time they're 25.
That's an insane amount of bodies.
Yeah, right. By like 25. So like, but back then that was normal. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's dwindling the human connection of sex. You know what I'm saying? And that's
people just stay in their rooms.
Yeah, they're masturbating. They don't have and it also ruins real sex for them, right? Because now they're seeing all this other stuff, and it's ruining the connection between like relationships. People, people. So now they're like, oh, you're not as good looking, or like your boobs aren't as big.
You're
as
not
this.
Squirting. So
they have all these extra stuff.
Like,
and it ruins
it ruins real life relationships as far as sex goes. It definitely does.
Because like
it sets an unreal precedent.
Exactly.
Even porn stars themselves say like the stuff we're doing,
it's fake. Oh yeah, it's absolutely.
It's just for the show of it. You know what I mean?
Because they're doing stops. They're doing like takes. They're like the guy's getting soft here and there, so they have to re-hard him up and all that good stuff. It's a whole production to get like 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So like it's not realistic, and that's definitely harming the new generation for sure. Because now they don't know how to they don't even know how to talk to women nowadays.
Yeah, no,
they don't, and it's getting worse.
Yeah,
because now like with all the the Me Too movement and all that good stuff too, it's causing men to be afraid to do certain things that was pretty normal in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Other than like harassment and stuff. Like I'm talking like making the first move or like touching a thigh on a date or something, because men are afraid to do that because it's like, I don't know what this person's gonna say. How do I move forward with this? It's a whole thing now. But we can talk about that later. That's getting a little too deep. A little too deep, but yeah.
It's more about, I think, being on the same page as the person you're on a date with or something.
But how do you get on the same page without trying?
Yeah.
Without knowing where they are, and you can't just ask.
And if you bring it up, it'd be kind of awkward.
Yeah, it'd be weird. Like, hey, can I touch your thigh? Like, and then women be like, no, because that sounds weird now. You ask, But if you know you're smooth with it and you had practice, like, hey, I think you're cute. Touch that thigh real quick, and it's like, oh, okay, that was cute, whatever. I've had a woman tell me you can touch my thigh. I had that happen once on a date like years ago. We were at a restaurant, and we were talking, having a good time. Like my hand was just chilling, and she's like, "Why aren't you touching me?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "You didn't touch my thigh. You didn't touch my shoulder." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know if you like that." And it's like it was our first date, so I didn't want to do too much. You know what I'm saying? So there's a disconnect between what a person should do nowadays and like what they can do versus like what the reaction might be, and it's getting really bad, man.
Yeah,
really bad.
I definitely am very timid on the first dates I've been on. I'm just not that kind of person to be like
do the yawn real quick.
I'm always more like I'm even nervous to be like, should I kiss them at the end?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give them a hug. Like I'm always. That's just kind of the kind of person I am. But no, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's getting bad because like before that, like before all this happened, like I was kind of confident in like my moves, sort of, And then when I met certain women that were like, "Nah, I don't like that. Don't do that." And it's like, "Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to like disrespect you or anything." And then they turned into a big thing, and I'm like, "Okay, cool. Let me just not do that anymore." And I'll just wait for them to give me a signal when I can, but they don't. They don't do that. So they just expect you to kind of just know. But like I say, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
That's a whole different thing. Yeah.
But I am worried for the younger generation because I don't know, porn is so accessible.
Oh yeah, dude.
And it is not.
It's not good for mine.
It's not good for the mind.
Not at all.
I think it's okay if you need to.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I'll do every once in a while, and you're human. It's hard. You try not to, but like I said, you're human. You will. But if you're just all the time,
like
nonstop,
4 times a day,
that's just insane.
Yeah.
Like you need to go outside.
Yeah, do something.
Go for a run.
Right. Be active. And those are like doing it constantly like that. They're usually like overweight and they're like usually unhealthy because like that productiveness is gone, right? Because like it's kind of like that post nut clarity, right? Because once you have that pent up energy, your focus is also like up there. Once you like get that out your system, it's like, dang, all right, cool. I can just relax and think now. You know what I'm saying, about other stuff. Yeah. That post nut clarity is part of that pent up like energy. Yeah. And like these kids aren't having it. They're not having it. It's wild. Yeah. Like imagine like Call of Duty lobbies back in the day. Like there was some pent up energy in there because they were savages. Yeah. Like kids were savages. I'll be in the lobby and like they were cursing out mothers for no reason.
Yeah,
for no reason.
No, I remember.
Like they'll just look at a name, pick a name. Yo, your mother's an asshole. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dang, bro. Like, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose, but still. Yeah. All right, what's next?
Just for like no reason going after
for no reason.
moms.
Crazy, bro.
This will be the last one that I read.
I'm with it.
This one says, today I effed up by using my girlfriend's mom's cooking oil as lube. I don't know why this is like such a sexual episode, but
okay.
The theme of today's episode is sex.
And that was not the plan. It was definitely not the plan. But go ahead.
Okay, so today I got back from work earlier than usual. My girlfriend was immediately initiating sex as soon as I came in, which I was not mad at all about.
We like that.
Of course.
Yeah,
why would you be mad about that?
Yeah, I feel you.
In town yesterday, she bought a dildo for the first time and was excited to try it out. Okay. It was a romantic evening, and we were both getting ready to fool around when she realized the lube was missing. Like the actual sex lube. I don't know why I'm reading it like this. She suggested we use the coconut oil that her mom uses for cooking. We were using non-latex condoms, so it would be safe. She goes downstairs, grabs the jar of coconut oil, and asks me to open the jar for her. No problem. I opened the jar, and I was unaware her plan was to take some of the oil out and rub it onto the dildo with our hands to avoid our sex fluids getting into the jar. I became extremely aware of this when I started dipping her neon pink dildo into the coconut oil directly, and she alerted me that I had just dipped her used dildo into the family's frying oil.
Yo, okay.
So something that had been inside of her, he was just like...
Yo.
What would you do in that situation?
I tossed.
Yeah,
it's garbage. Yeah, for sure. Like it's gone. That's
and if the mom asked, you're just like, I don't know.
It never happened. I don't know what you're talking about. You have coconut oil, like that never happened.
Because you can't put it back, and then next time you guys are eating a family dinner, everyone's like, "What is that taste?"
It's a little saltier than usual.
The coconut oil.
Nah. Why coconut oil? I wouldn't use the cooking oil. Like that's not a good idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just like in that situation, be like, okay, next time.
Yeah, we'll just have to use it next time or something. Take that L, man, because that's a lot of issues. Yeah, right. Because even if that they continued, which I'm assuming they probably did, that's cooking oil in like your inside of you.
Yeah, that's
not good.
Like something you'd look up afterwards. Is it bad?
Exactly, right? Will I get a yeast infection? Like that's not the way to go, man. Yeah.
Sometimes horniness just
overrides
every
facts.
Every logical thought that could have happened.
Facts. I know every man in here has done something stupid for the sake of
driven
horniness. By horniness. Like something stupid, either like by themselves or like with someone, and it's no, I'm with you. Like I know guys that driven like miles and miles to get some vagina, right? And then like they'll get there and they'll climb like a tree, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll do so much
Parkour
right
to get to the window.
to get to a window, and then like they'll like knock on it, open it up, and then they have to like sneak it. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll do so much just to get some vagina, bro. So
yeah, I've told you this story before. My dad is the one who told me this story.
yeah,
so it was my uncle's friend.
yeah,
So I don't even know this guy, but I guess he was a friend of my uncle, and he used to run like marathons
yeah.
back in the day. I guess some girl told him, like, I want you to come over, you know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, of course, yeah.
Like, I want you.
I'll be there, you know. Yeah.
He was in Santa Fe. She was in Albuquerque. For those, if you don't know, that's an hour drive.
Yeah.
A drive
An hour.
that takes 45 to 60 minutes.
No, definitely an hour. Oh yeah, I do that drive all the time. It's an hour. Yeah.
So he didn't have a car. She's in Albuquerque. He's in Santa Fe. She's like, I want you. He's
Okay.
like, I'll be there.
Yes, I'll be there.
He used to run marathons. Apparently, he tried to run from Santa Fe to Albuquerque.
Jeez, bro.
He ran in the middle of the night, dude.
On the highway.
That's so dangerous.
That is wild.
I think he like made it halfway, which is ridiculous in its own.
Like that's what 30 minutes of running.
That if you're in a car, that's way more. Like,
Oh, you know, you're right. Yeah, that's a drive. Yeah, so he's
hours.
dude.
And then I think he like hitchhiked the second half. Which
Okay.
I'm sure by the time he got there, she was asleep and like
Yeah, and he's probably exhausted, sweaty,
yeah,
like,
feet are bleeding.
Yeah, nah.
Like it's not worth it.
Yo, that's too much, bro. It's an hour drive at 75 miles an hour. 'Cause that's the speed limit.
Yeah,
He's not running 75 miles an hour, you know. So he's like
he's running
like
at a good pace to keep it. Like you're not sprinting. It's
yeah,
good pace.
good jog. Like what? It's like 7-minute miles are like, you know, really healthy, right? So if he does this 7 minutes, 1 mile, that's 50 miles he's doing. That's a 50-mile drive, bro. That's a lot, dude. That's like 4 hours of him running,
That's insane.
and that's not even halfway.
Just to get some, dude.
Yeah, I mean, guys will do a lot of stuff for that. We'll do a lot.
It can be blinding at times.
Oh yeah, it is.
My advice: take this into your backpacks.
Oh yeah, please
If
do.
you're younger, whatever, I don't care. Sometimes it's not worth it.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it is just not worth it,
Nah,
dude.
it's not.
Like you just need to. Sometimes I've realized this now that I'm a little bit older. I'm only 24, but like
Yeah.
from my experiences, I'm like sometimes you need to take a step back
Oh yeah.
and be like, depending on the situation, like, well, sometimes this doesn't have to do with sex, but like in any situation, I like to take a step back and be like, am I in the wrong here, or like this situation that's going on?
Mm.
Am I viewing it from a very biased point of view, my point of view, or like I look at it from like, am I in the wrong?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you have to do that
Yeah.
sometimes.
Because if you're in it, you know, like I always tell you, like emotion trumps logic
Yeah,
in any aspect, right? Like a guy get mad, he punch a wall. That's not smart.
that's
you know
not
what I'm
smart
saying?
at all.
Because you hurt your wall, you hurt your hand, and you
Break
damage
the
the wall.
wall,
You
yeah.
gotta pay for that. You know what I'm saying? So like, emotion trumps logic. So like, you do have to take a step back and be like, am I just horny? You know what I'm saying? Or like,
Exactly. Yeah. In
yeah.
those situations, take a step back and be like, is this worth it?
Yeah,
Most of the time, it's not.
it's not. Like,
Most of the time, it's not.
Yeah. No, I feel
But
you.
like everyone will do crazy stuff just
Yeah.
due
It's-
to horniness.
Yeah, and it's wild.
You need to realize like sometimes it's not worth it.
Nah, I agree, man. Absolutely agree.
But I think that's a big thing for me right now in my life is just taking a step back sometimes and being like, just analyzing any situation, being like, because a lot of times, like, I don't know, some people have so many problems in their life and drama all the time. I'm like,
sometimes
maybe
it's
you
their
should
fault.
take a step back and think, am I the problem?
Yeah.
If I keep having these problems, I must be the problem.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
It's facts. Absolute facts. Because if something is reoccurring and you're trying to avoid it, and it's still happening, you're not doing what you need to do to avoid it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that means you are part of the problem. Absolutely.
Some situations, it's not your fault. Some situations, it's someone else
Bringing it to
causing
you.
drama. Yeah, bringing it to you. I get that. But if it's constantly happening to you where you're involved in some sort of drama or something and all this,
It's you, bro.
it's most likely you.
Oh, yeah.
You need to take a step back and be like, maybe I'm the problem.
Yeah, what do I need to do to get out of
It's
this?
the same thing with people who like can't hold a friend.
Yeah.
And then they're always like, well, that person, well, you know what they did. I'm like, you can't hold a friend. This is how many friends in a row that like you've lost.
Yeah.
have you ever started to think maybe you're the problem in these friendships?
Yeah. And it's funny that you mentioned friendships because in my book, I do talk about what a friend is and what a best friend is.
Yeah.
And I break that down as to like, you know how like guys can like become friends really quickly, but those friendships last so long. Whereas like when women become friends really quickly, like it's catty. It always ends up being like a problem later on, or like they don't think they're as friends as like they should be, and vice versa with men too. But a lot of times that happens because like what they think friends are versus what friends really are, and that's something that you can check it out in my book. Yeah, we'll check it out in the book.
We don't want to spoil it.
Oh yeah,
but you've told me about this before, where you say like
the title becomes more important than like
like if they're truly your friend, then you benefit off them in some way. Is that right?
Both ways, yeah. So like friendships are a matter of a relationship, right? It's a relationship. So a lot of friendships that start off one way only stick in say on one side of the friendship because it's not a mutual thing, and then one person ends up exhausting themselves being that friend because they weren't a real friend to them in the first place, right? So like when you meet a person like at a club and like, oh yeah, this is my club buddy right now, like you guys can be friends at that moment, y'all cool, but you're not going to talk later on, you know what I'm saying? But if you do talk later on, then you gotta build more before you guys become friends. That's why like guys don't just become friends with anybody. We vibe easily. We can vibe with anybody for the most part. But before we consider them like friends, or at least like a good friend or a best friend, it takes time. And it becomes a matter of trust, right? We work off trust. So that's like a really big thing. But we'll cover more about that in the book later on. Yeah, it's pretty good.
But like as far as like the benefiting thing, it's not even just like benefiting like in the way you would think of it when you say it like that. Where like, I'm benefiting. They buy me food.
Oh yeah, no,
it's like
that,
as far as like they're funny, they make me laugh. Yeah, I love that. I'm benefiting off that.
Exactly. And then
in return you give them something that they benefit.
Exactly. And some friends are just strictly for comic reasons. Some friends are strictly for like, you know, being a confidant. Some friends are like your travel buddies, whatever the case is. And those are the benefits that you're sharing together. You know what I'm saying? But and some friends are all that in one, you know? So when you become friends in that sense, it should be a mutual give and take. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's different with like there's no 20-80, there's no 50-50. Like it's 100% of just mutuality. You know, that's where the good friendships last.
I agree. Anyway,
yeah,
I think that's a good point to end on.
Yes, definitely do it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening to our second episode of The Backpack. Hopefully you guys got something out of it and you guys can put it into your backpack. This wasn't supposed to be as sexual as it was.
Yeah, no.
That was definitely not the plan.
Any of my family members watching this, I'm sorry if you had to hear me talk about sex.
I guess, yeah. But I mean, at least we weren't like going details.
Yeah, we weren't like, oh yeah, when I'm
trying. No, I'm just weren't giving tips or nothing. But like, yeah, well, that was not the plan at all. But those Reddits were pretty interesting.
Yeah, they were pretty funny.
Yeah,
I like those.
I like those. We definitely gotta do that.
Which one was your favorite? My favorite was the dying cat.
Yeah, that cat.
Dying cat. Yeah.
Yeah, that cat one was.
That's
wild,
scarring for both parties.
Everyone
involved. The cat's probably scarred.
It's like I don't sound like her.
Cat's offended.
Right. But thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Later.
Running through bitch and I'm ball like I'm Steve-O. Run a bag up since the jig is a me ho. Mommy right there, ooh, que bonito. Poppy so smooth, yeah, the nigga suavecito. Stack the money up, I'm moving like I'm Pablo.